Welcome back to the continuation of my top 5 shinies from each region series. Last time we did Johto. Now we are off to see the 7.8 out of 10 IGN region, Hoenn. Throughout the Hoenn region, I feel there aren't very many cool shinies, but there are definitely a few that have caught my attention over the years. Remember that these shinies are 100% my opinion, and you guys may disagree. That is okay though, you can share your favorite Hoenn shinies in the comment section below. With all that being said though, let's get right into this list. I didn't actually see the shiny form for this Pokemon until its Mega was released. I've always thought Rayquaza as a Pokemon was amazing, but when I saw its shiny form, I realized that this Pokemon has one of the best shiny forms I have ever seen. Rayquaza's shiny form is just so majestic, there was no way I couldn't put this Pokemon on the list. I may not have any special connections or experiences with Rayquaza or its shiny form, but watch Shiny Mega Rayquaza do Dragon Ascent and tell me if that's not a good enough reason to put this Pokemon on the list. Ever since I was very young, I have always loved gold. When I was in 4th grade, we discussed the California Gold Rush in history class and did a variety of activities involving this topic. One specific activity we did was panning for gold spray-painted rocks as a way to imitate the panners. I remember panning a bunch of those and losing them because I misplaced a lot of things as a kid. Altaria's shiny form reminds me of the shiny gold rocks I panned for long ago. The way how the golden coloration shimmers when it's released from its Pokeball reminds me of the glimmer I would see when I would pan for the golden rocks in the sunlight. Altaria's shiny form also symbolizes the golden times I had during that 4th grade school year. This Pokemon is more nostalgic than it is one of my favorites. I say nostalgic because Shiny Poochyena was the first shiny Pokemon I ever encountered. At the time when Ruby and Sapphire came out, I was around 9 years old. I remember walking through the grass on Route 102 when all of a sudden an oddly colored Poochyena appeared. I immediately panicked and thought my game was glitched. So what do? I turn off my Game Boy. I look back now and can't believe how dumb I was as a kid. I could have had a Shiny Poochyena to show to you guys, but I blew it. Sorry guys. Still though, it was pretty cool to encounter a shiny Pokemon unexpectedly. After all, it is a 1 in 8,192 chance of encountering one. So as a lot of you guys know, in my top 5 Mega Evolutions video, I mentioned that Mega Gardevoir and Gardevoir reminded me of my mother. Well, its shiny form reminds me of her even more because her favorite color is blue. Gardevoir's protective traits remind me so much of my mother because she has looked after me my whole life and has guided me through the tough times. If my mom were a Pokemon, it would definitely be Gardevoir. The traits, the colors, and even the personality match way too well. So this next Pokemon is my favorite Hoenn starter and has to have one of the best shinies out of all the starter Pokemon. That Pokemon is the Treecko line. The reason the Treecko line is so high on this list is because a very good friend showed me just how cool this Pokemon is.
Shiny Treecko on my second soft reset!
My friend Chessman Jr. 98 was able to get a
Shiny Treecko on my second soft reset!
when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were released. Not to mention, this reminds me of all the stuff Chessman has done to make my channel grow, making my thumbnails, banners, layouts, and several other things. So this number 1 spot is to shout out my good friend Chessman Jr. 98. Go check out his channel, guys. He makes some amazing content and some of the best art I have seen. Thank you, Chessman, for making my art and being a great friend for the past 2 years. Well, that pretty much wraps up my top 5 shiny Pokemon from Hoenn. All of these Pokemon are definitely very special to me and remind me a lot of events that I have gone through in my life. Pokemon plays a big part for me and I hope it does for you too. What kinds of Hoenn shinies do you like though? What kinds of experiences do they remind you of in your life? If you feel comfortable, share them with me in the comment section below. I love getting to know you guys and learning some of the amazing experiences you guys have had with them. Remember that if you enjoyed this video, to be sure to leave a like and share this video with a friend. With all that being said though, I've been Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you in the future for more Pokemon content.